Those were some of the sounds and sights from last night's bonfire rally. Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Brian Nuevo.
And I'm Kaya Whitney.
Student government will hold the Pink Out rally today. Everyone will follow the second lunch schedule. The rally will take place during the one lunch. The rally is optional and will take place at the amphitheater.
This Tuesday, a team of restaurant professionals visited RHS in order to help students secure their first jobs.
Director of Operations at H&H Companies, Mickey Stevens, believes the food and service industry requires a friendliness that comes with confidence.
Actually hired a few kids that have come out of one of these classes, and I feel like it gives them a little bit more of a backbone, a little bit more confidence to go in and apply for a job and know what they're doing. To be able to smile, look people in the eye, and give them that nice warm feeling, because the food service industry, is a service-first industry.
Wedgwood Wedding and Banquet General Manager Matthew Martinez wanted the training to include pre- and post-interview techniques.
There's a three-step kind of program of what we were doing. The first one was basically how to build a resume, what to add, do's and don'ts, also how to do the interview process. Some of it was also, once you land that job, what do you do in your first couple days, what the questions to ask, and what you should be going through. And then the third part was basically just educationally what you can do to get to these steps, what colleges, what career paths that are available into the hospitality industry, and also what kind of scholarship programs are available to students as well.
According to senior Jesvik DeBlois, the training was very informative.
Time was spent pretty well there. Yeah. If I say so myself, we learned a lot.
At the end of the training, students received industry certification for their participation.
Pursuing their interest in math, RHS math team participated in the SAC math competition last weekend. All 6 placed in the top 10 of all competitors.
They didn't do great, but it was we were doing it as a learning experience so that they could see what it was like to participate in a competition. We didn't have time to practice or really prep for it, so they went in cold, and considering that, they did pretty well. But when compared to the other people around, they were on the lower end.
The team plans to continue competing throughout the school year.
We now go to Don Taylor for sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Dominic Taylor. Earlier in the week, boys varsity water polo was able to clinch the third place spot in water polo section playoffs. We go to Nolan Frame with more.
This year, the varsity boys water polo team has made it 2 sections after finishing 3rd in league behind Ponderosa and Bella Vista. Senior utility player Josh Keane believes that more experience was a factor in placing 3rd.
They each have a couple standout players. Pondo, pretty much all their players play club year-round, and Bella Vista, they have a few guys that went to Europe over the summer and played polo.
According to Keaton, the team played well, but the goalies are what helped carry the team to sections.
Well, I wouldn't say it's just one specific player. We played pretty well as a team, but if I had to choose, I'd say our 2 goalies, Peter Edmondson and Jacob Walker.
While the team doesn't know who they're playing yet, according to senior set Kyle Gard, he believes the team will be ready to face anybody.
I think so. So we play Oakmont today, and that was the other team that was contending for 3rd place, but then they ended up losing to Del Campo. So after we play them, we should be in good shape and ready to play some harder teams in sections.
Varsity water polo would go on to beat heated rival Oakmont last night in a close thriller at 9-8, putting their final regular season record at 21-13. In other sports news, Roseville girls varsity volleyball will finish their season with an 11-20 record after also playing rival Oakmont, however falling 3-0. JV boys football will play to keep their championship hopes alive when they play the Ponderosa Bruins at 5 tonight. In order for them to earn the title, they must win both of their games this week against Ponderosa and next week against Oakmont, while hoping that Whitney slips up and falls to one of their next 2 opponents, letting them tie for the league champ. Finally, it's senior night for varsity football, as this year's seniors will be congratulated before the game for their commitment to the sport. Varsity will play Ponderosa at 7:30 p.m. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Dom. Murder Mystery The Snowman was released last Friday, and in that week it has gained a whopping 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, and rightfully so. The whole movie seems like a parody skit of the murder mystery genre itself. It felt like I was watching a 2-hour-long Saturday Night Live skit. Michael Fassbender's character is your cliche run-of-the-mill depressed alcoholic detective with the unfortunate name Harry Hole. And no, even that isn't meant to be a joke, and it makes it all the more funny. Beyond just the product nature of the snowman, even the scenery makes it seem all the more hopeless. It's easy to tell that director Tomas Alfredson strived to have good cinematography, but all we got was a snow-blown and oddly blue-tinged movie that makes my interest dissipate even more so. Really, there isn't much that I can say about the snowman besides that it's a waste of time and of a movie budget. If you want a murder mystery with an antagonizing criminal, I suggest that you stay home and watch Zodiac, which is easily accessible on Netflix, and then you don't have to go to the movies and waste your money. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Gabby. You may think being in 2 places at once is impossible, but you might have to think again upon meeting freshman Brielle Wilton.
Freshman Brielle Wilton is the first student at RHS to take part in both marching band and dance team.
When I first started school, I had no idea what I was in for. Taking advanced classes and doing band and dance, and it was hard at first, but I have such a great support system. Like, the dance team supports me so much, and my band supports me so much, and I think it's just a really great, just kind of amazing experience.
Senior band member Alyssa Abbott is a big supporter of Brielle and is very proud of her achievements and hard work.
Being able to participate in both of those performing arts at the same time is super impressive, and it's also really cool to see her go out and perform her dance show and then throw her uniform on and then go march with us. It's awesome.
Brielle is hoping to stay on both teams once again next year despite the many difficulties.
I think it's just all in a matter of perspective and just kind of taking everything day by day, and just making sure to take care of myself as well throughout the whole process, and just kind of loving every moment of it, finding balance and just enjoying the ride.
She's hoping to be on both teams again next year.
Leadership will be hosting the annual food drive this year. It will begin next Wednesday and extend through mid-November. That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.